Hello students, welcome back to lecture 6 of string handling. So today we are going to start doing simple programs in strings using string functions. So the very popular program in string handling is Palindrome. So let's start with the first program, that is Palindrome. Okay, I will show this program on system, that is BlueJ. What is basically a palindrome is a string which once you reverse gives you back the original string. For example, if you have the string, for example, say NITIN, okay, this is your string. And what is the reverse of the string? The reverse of the string you have to get from here, right? N, then this I, then this T, I, and N. So if your reverse and the original string both are same, then we call such strings as palindromes. Even Malayalam or there are many strings. So the question is to input a string, find its reverse, and also check if the string is a palindrome or not. Now here the logical part. Okay, let's do it in the BlueJ. Yes, so please go through the question which is written in comments. The question is, write a program to input a string and check if it is a palindrome. So as I told you, reverse of the string if equals original string, we call such strings palindrome. So in this program, we are going to input a string, find its reverse, and then compare both the strings, the original string and the reverse string for equality. If both are same, we print it is a palindrome, otherwise it is not a palindrome. So let's understand the logical part here. See, first we accept a string. So as you know, here we are going to accept a single word. Therefore, we use sc.next. Next is a method used for accepting a single word, and next line we use for accepting a sentence containing group of words. So here we are asked to input a string, a name. Therefore, we use sc.next. Now here I am creating a string rev, a null string for storing reverse of the original string s. Right, so I'm initializing it with empty string here. Fine, so it creates a null string to store reverse of the original string s. Now here, if suppose my s is NIT, suppose. Now here, if you want to get the reverse, see, if we write the index of the characters, as you know, the index starts with 0. Therefore, the indexes will go like this. The first character's index is always 0. You know that. And the last character's index in terms of length is always L minus 1, where L is nothing but your S dot length. So without knowing the string, you can still find the index of the very first character and the index of the last character in terms of length. Okay, you can get the index of first character which always starts with 0, and the index of last character in terms of its length is always L minus 1 or S dot length minus 1. Fine. So now, since we need reverse of the string, we extract characters from right to left, or we start extracting from L minus 1 and till we reach 0. So we go it like this, right? So first character you want to extract is T, which is at index 2, and then I, which is at index 1, and then N, which is at index 0. So what we are doing, we are going in reverse order. That's why we take for loop starting from s dot length minus 1. I is equal to, you can even store it in a variable L and write L minus 1. The first character getting extracted is from L minus 1. Therefore, we start our loop with s dot length minus 1 until I greater than equal to 0. And since it is in decreasing order, your upgrade expression will be I minus minus. Fine. Now here, how does it work? Your I value and the output. Always you should do the dry run. This is a simple program, but whatever program is given to you, please understand it carefully. Give it some time to read and understand the question. Think about the logic and then only start writing the program. Right? Okay. So now here, first your I value is s dot length minus 1. For example, if we consider the same string, s dot length is 3, right? Your length is s dot length is 3, which is the number of characters present in a given string, which is 3. Now, initial value of I is s dot length minus 1, which is 2. And here you have reverse, which is null initially, and then first I becomes 2, then it goes to condition 2 greater than 0 is true, therefore it enters, and here the answer is reverse is equal to reverse, which was null, plus s dot caret 2. Now what is s dot caret 2? S dot caret 2 is T. Therefore, T gets stored in reverse. Now from here, the control goes back to I minus minus, which is 1. And then again back to condition 1 greater than 0 is true. Therefore, it will enter the block second time. And doing reverse is equal to reverse, which is T, plus S dot caret 1, which is I. Right? So your reverse will become Ti, right? And then again it will go back. I will become now 0. 0 greater than equal to 0 is true. It will enter third time, and reverse will be reverse, which is Ti. Ti is your reverse, plus S dot caret 0, which is N. So this becomes Tin. Your reverse will contain Tin now. Now again it will go back to I minus minus, becoming minus 1, and back to condition. Now minus 1 greater than 0 is false, and therefore the control comes out of the loop. And here you are printing the original string, which is S. The output will be original string, which is NIT, and reverse string, which is REV containing TIN. And then here we are comparing the two given strings, the original string and the reverse string. Make sure you use string methods for doing any kind of task on strings. Okay, don't, if you use double equal to, it will not work. Fine. So always use string methods for working on string. So here we can use equals as it returns a Boolean value. So s dot equals reverse. If true, it's a palindrome. Otherwise, it is not a palindrome. Okay. This is a very simple program, but then there are so many things involved. Like whenever you write a logic, you can do it in different ways. Everybody thinks different, right? So everybody may come out with a different logic. So it's okay. So after you put it on BlueJ or on your paper, please do the dry run. This is the dry run. This will help you to understand whether your program is correct or not. When you do this, you will know exactly whether you're going right or not. If it is not coming as per the question, then you can expect some kind of logical errors and try to clarify that. Okay. So it is this dry run, doing dry run is very, very, very necessary initially. And once you get that, then you will gain the speed. Fine. So let's check the output. Here, first compile it. There's no syntax error. See, and also these comments I have written so that you can understand the meaning of each and every line. So in exam, you don't have to write so many comments. Actually, there are no marks for comments. The marks are awarded only to variable description. And how do we write variable description? Is for the same program, you have to write variable description like this. In board exam, for every program, you need to have this variable description table, which is 2 marks. So your 13 marks will be for the program and 2 marks will be for the variable description. So it's very necessary to write, otherwise you are going to lose 2 into 4, 8 marks for not writing variable description. So this is just just a way of awarding marks to all the students. So make sure you write this. How do you write is you'll have 3 tabular columns like here. First you write variable, then data type and the description. Okay, if you have time, make it a table, but you should not waste too much time here because it's just there's no logic involved here. It is just you must write. To get 2 marks, you have to write at least 3 to 4 variables, the necessary variables. You don't have to list out all the variables of your program. Only the important ones, minimum 3 to 4 must be there. Okay, so here the variable is s, the data type is string, and what is it used for? To store a string, to store a word or a string. It should be very short and to the point. Do not give big descriptive remarks for the description part. Reverse is again a string, to store reverse of the string. And then you have, that's all. Here, there are only 2 variables involved. Okay, you can take int, counter variable. So here, since I didn't use too many variables, but if your program has many variables, you can just list out 3 to 4 variables. That's all. So this is compulsory to write. Write at least 3 to 4 variables. Right. Keep the descriptions short to the point. Okay. So this will fetch you 2 marks for every program. So 2 into 4, 8 marks you will get if you write variable description of all the programs with program. Okay. So this was an extra information. I'm sure some of your teachers may be asking you to write variable description in your exam so that you get the practice for the same. Okay. So now let's check the output of the question. We were into palindrome question. Now it's compiled, no syntax error. You right click, call the function, click OK, and type the question. You can do it. Okay, so it is a palindrome, therefore it displays palindrome. Now I'll show you one more output with non-palindrome in it. Okay, so it is giving correct output. Therefore, the program is right. This is how you do it. Yeah, so that was about the first program. Now here there are two programs given. These have come in 2022 boards. It's quite easy, simple, but you have to start doing it on your own. Just give it some time. You think and try doing it on your own. See, unless and until you start practicing, whatever time you spend thinking about the logic of the program is what will help you improve your logical skill, which is very, very important, right? So here the first question is, define a class to accept two strings of same length and form a new word in such a way that the first character of the first word is followed by the first character of the second word, and so on. Yes, I hope you got it. So the first word of both the strings are here. And then the second word, second character of both the strings here. Okay, so one by one you have to extract the corresponding characters of both the strings and append it in the new string. So here, like this, you will get the final string. You will be using a loop here, right? Since the number of characters are common, the length of both the strings are same, you can use a for loop. Okay, it will be I0, I less than L, I plus plus. Then extract the first character of string 1. Okay, extract the character from string 2 and append it in S1. Okay, this is just a hint. I'm not giving you the entire program. And this is how, see, what is basically you're doing, you're extracting the character of both the strings. So store it in ch1, ch2, and then append it in a new string s1. So this process you want to repeat it how many times? Depending on number of characters the string contain, or depending on its length. So that's why we put it within the for loop. Okay. So finally display the string. I'm sure all of you will get it. Just think of the correct method you will apply to extract the character. You are extracting a single character, so it will be caret. Yeah, here you have to use caret function. Yes. Okay, so that was a little bit of hints about question 1. You can do it. Fine. I'll not complete it. The remaining part, you please try it in BlueJ only. Okay. Now coming to the second homework program. Define a class to accept a string and print the characters with the uppercase and lowercase reversed, but all the other characters should remain same as before. So here you can make use of, you can do it in many ways, but the simple ways I will share with you. And in next class, I'll give you some more programs, a little next level program. Some of you may find it very easy, so it's okay. We'll have many more programs coming up. So here in this program, make use of character wrapper class function. That makes it very simple. Character dot, you will extract a character. Okay, extract a character. Check if it is uppercase. If it is in uppercase, convert it to lowercase. If it is in lowercase, convert it to uppercase. That is what you need to do in this program. You have to change the case of the characters if they are letters. and all other characters other than letters, there will be no change. So you can use, if else if check whether character dot, if it is uppercase. Just a minute. Is uppercase. See, you will be extracting the character. Okay. Checking if it is uppercase. If it is uppercase, what you do? You will store it. You will convert it to lowercase. S1 dot character dot to lowercase. See, in character wrapper class, we have studied different functions. Is uppercase, is lowercase, will check whether the accepted character is so and so or not. And to lowercase, to uppercase, convert the given character to the corresponding case. Therefore, here we check whether the character is in uppercase. If it is true, this will execute where we convert this character into other case. And similarly, you will check for other is lowercase. Yeah, you will check whether it is lowercase and accordingly convert it into uppercase. Okay. And otherwise, else, if it is neither of them, if it is neither uppercase nor lowercase, if both these conditions are false, then you don't have to do any change. Just store that character directly in the string without doing any change. You will just append the extracted character in S1 if it is neither of uppercase nor lower. Okay, I think with this much of hint, you will be able to, all of you will be able to do it. You have to do it in BlueJ, right? So please do these simple programs, become familiar with all the string functions. All you have to go through all those string functions because now you will be applying all those functions in various programs, right? So here, basically, we are using caret function and character wrapper class function. Okay, so that's all for this class. I'll come up with many more interesting programs in coming classes. That's all for today. Thank you, children.